Hello, this is Uncle Jim. Today I'm going to switch scopes on the 357 maximum barrel on the Contender. And I'm going from a very nice pistol scope that's 3x9 with adjustable parallax and everything to a 2.5 power cheapest pistol scope you can buy. And why on earth would I do that? Well, I have this little cheapo on my 44 mag, and it's been on there for years, and it's held perfect zero. It's only 2.5 power, and it's made by NC Star. All right, the cheapest pistol scope you can buy. And why would I switch it from this to this? Well, part of it is this is fidgety. Your eye relief, it takes forever. Where a 2.5 power, you don't need parallax. It's like boom, you're there, like a red dot almost. Okay, it's smaller, it's lighter, and it works. So, unfortunately, I've had this on the desk forever, and the warranty is probably gone, and I haven't tried it yet to see if I got a stinker or not. So hopefully, if it acts like this one, we're good to go. So on these, your only adjustment is your focus, okay? And maybe a hair difference in magnification. You'll notice slight difference. I used to hide the NC Star downward like this. And it screwed me up one time when I was shooting groups. And like, why couldn't I see? That's because I had it hidden. Anyway, no more hiding. So, this is a very nice scope. It came on the 22 barrel when I bought the whole gun from a neighbor, and I'm going to put this back on the 22. Now I have to see if the rings I have are tall enough. I'm not sure. Also, I don't know about you guys, but does anyone out there like clamshell scope rings? These are very nice rings, but I hate them because you can't just sit your scope on there and let it sit and, you know, level it all out and then put your top caps on and tighten them down a little at a time. It's more of a pain with the clamshell type. However, they're nice and sleek and out of the way. You know, that's nice, but oof, mounting, not so much fun. Okay, so yeah, I'm going from this to this. Usually people would think I'm crazy, but as far as using it goes, it just makes more sense to just go 2.5 power. I love red dots, but that little extra power really helps me when I'm shooting at different ranges, and I don't need a certain size target for a red dot when I'm trying to shoot for groups. This thing is just way too long, getting your eye relief and your eye centered, even when you turn it down to 6 power. I just prefer this. Call me crazy. So I'll put this on today and I'll see if it holds zero. And if it doesn't, well, I'm out 40 bucks. This one cost me 35, shipped. This one cost me a little more now, and I'm surprised they still have them out there. Okay. Clamshells. Okay, I pre-loosened. All right. But we're going for speed. Well, that wasn't too bad. All right, I'll put that on the 22. Now I gotta see. Oh boy, I don't know. I'm gonna have to dig for taller rings, I think. I have these quad locks here. These are my favorite, cheapest rings. Sometimes in the bargain section at Walmart, we've got them as low as $3, but these are mediums. I don't know if they're tall enough. Let's check. Okay, this might be iffy. Luckily, it's the same screws, so I don't need to change bits. We'll see if it's tall enough. I think it's going to be iffy. Okay, that's kind of iffy. It's pretty low, and I have to go back. And I can get to the hammer, but it's not as easy. So, geez. I wish I had another pair of this. This is a cheapo, and it's so easy to just mount on there, and it has worked great. Wish I had another pair of those, but comparing the 44 barrel, the scope needs to go back, and I'd like it to be a little bit taller. What to do? Yeah, so this would have to go back. This is why I like this style versus clamshell, because it's so easy just to do this. This one would have to go back. That's no good. No good. Wow. No wonder I put this thing on there. That's an issue. You don't want to be hitting here, or here, or here, or here. Son of a bitch. Okay, it'll probably work when I move this one up, so we're not hitting anything on the scope. If I have the right eye relief, I think we're good, but you know, part of it is this scope mount base is just like a cheap weaver. As you can tell, it was silver. I painted it black. Now it's all scarred up. That's an issue. If it had more slots in it, I'd have more adjustment here, but this might be fine as long as I'm not touching anything on the scope here. Good thing I have this one to compare it to. Ooh, it's still forward. Okay, so that's out. My range supply sucks right now unless I pull something off of a scope. I found these, but that would be ridiculous. See-through rings, weavers, $2 clearance on Walmart, so great for lever action if you wanted to see your sights, but that would look ridiculous. So I did find these, but they're overkill. These are Leupold PRWs, and they're highs. But it's kind of a waste because these probably cost more than the scope. But they are built like a tank. So that's what that looks like right there. And these are built like a tank, and they're sleek, no knobs. Maybe we do the maximum some justice and put these on. I think I still have the same screwdriver attachment. So let's see what this looks like. Man, it really nice solid lugs too. That could be the issue with this cheaper. You know, man, I checked the screws on here to make sure. I should take this off and gun coat it. I think this is just spray paint. Maybe I'll hit it with spray paint real quick. I should gun coat this so I don't have the silver coming through. For some reason, I had a mount with silver for this. You guys are probably bored shitless right now. Let's see if I can unscrew this a little more. Let's see what our height is here and how it would look. What is oh man, that is on there solid. That lug ain't going anywhere. That would be good for 357 maximum. It doesn't look too bad either. Gosh. Who puts rings on that cost more than a scope? Only Uncle Jim? We might have to go there. All right. Okay, I think I'm going to have to go with the more expensive Leupold rings here. The lugs on here are nice and square, and they fit rock solid in the grooves. I mean, this thing isn't going anywhere. So that is nice. The only problem is I get this weaver mount that used to be silver, and it's scratched up, so I might mask that off and paint it before we do this. I would just want to mock it up and see if that's going to work. I got to stay off from hitting the scope anywhere, so I'm going to go as far back as I can. These are high rings. I can get to the hammer easily, and I like the height. It's not too much. I think I'm going to have to use these rings I bought for a 308 that I didn't want to move, and I think they're going to work really well on a maximum with full uploads, so no problems there. I just wish they had more notches on this mount, but I'm not going to go buy anything. So let's do this. I'll take these off now that I know where I want it, and I'm just going to spray paint again. I don't want to bother gun coating and baking and spending a whole day on this with an airbrush. I think I'll just mask this off and spray it real quick, and it'll all look nice. No more dinging around. All right. Now I should do the right thing and take the mount off, but it's got Loctite on it and everything's good. So we're going to do the wrong thing and just mask it while it's on the bipod. I'm using, I found half a can of Fusion all-in-one matte black, so that might work. Let's give it a try. All right. Ooh, that can's not squirting too good. All right, we'll let it dry a bit in the Utah sun. Color matched pretty good. Boom, bang, pow. Okay, so my spray can was a little iffy, but it got the job done, and the color matches, so that's good. Everything matched. That turned out okay. I took the Wheeler fat wrench and did 30 pounds on all the screws, and that felt about right to my feel. So I only went 30 pounds instead of like 35, and that's super tight. You want to make sure all your lines on your scope rings are even on both sides. And you don't want to hit the scope at the cone or here. So I'm just 1/16 of an inch off of the scope here, and I got my eye relief, and we got adjustment. Okay, so that turned out okay. And of course, we're going to shoot this suppressed. So the question is, will this cheap scope hold 0 like my other one has for many years under full up 44 Magnum? This is 357 maximum. So I know I got plenty of rings for this one because these rings are like some of the strongest rings I've ever seen, and they have a square lug that fits in these notches like super nice. I wish this Weaver mount here had more notches so we had more play, but it is what it is, and it's fine, I think. I can get to the hammer. Here's the other side. Let me cock it. All right. Are we in camera? Okay. Let's zoom in a little bit. You'll see the mount matches perfectly with the crappy spray can. And so I can get to the hammer just fine. So I got the perfect height. I got rings that are built from hell, and I think we're good. And so the next question is, will this one hold 0? Because I'm sure I don't know what the warranty is, 3 months or whatever. I'm sure that's gone. And hopefully this holds 0. So in the next video, place your bets right now. Let's see if we can zoom out. Probably not. Never mind. The next video is, does this scope hold 0? And I'm going to shoot some 38s in it and get it sighted in, and we'll see if it holds 0. So place your bets and watch the next video. Until next time, thanks for watching. Oh, you gotta love this. Oh, yeah.